Blake Staker here with Westside-Medical. Today we're going to talk about how you want to warm up your shoulders before your golf round. This is important because a lot of golf injuries we see have to do with the shoulders. And you see like a lot of people, like their warm-up consists of just kind of taking your arm, pulling it across to stretch the posterior rotator cuff, or you have them pull arm up over like this to stretch the lat. And those stretches are fine, but you want to stretch with a purpose. Like the general purpose for a stretch is you want to increase your range of motion. But if you're going to be, getting ready to golf and you're going to have the dynamic force of the golf swing going through the shoulder, you want your muscles to be nice and tight and stable. Versus when you have that stretch, it's going to elongate the tissues, but when they're elongated, they're more prone to like a sprain strain. So how it works is, like the myofibrils or the muscle cells, they kind of ratchet on one another like this to contract. And when you do like that static stretch, like this through here of the rotator cuff, it's going to elongate those tissues like this. You don't have as much cross-frictional area to contract. And so when they can't contract as hard, you have that force, it's not going to be able to pull against the force of the swing, and that's where you get that injury. So what I suggest is you want to do exercises to kind of activate all those muscles, get them warmed up, get all those motor units being able to contract optimally. So the first exercise that we do is you just get a band like this. You can get them at a Westside barbell. You're just going to do simple pull-aparts, just like this. Good. And when you do these, you don't want to take fatigue. You want to just do them where you get, like a nice warm-up. If you're taking fatigue, you don't want to have fatigue muscle going through the dynamic golf swing. So when you do this pull-apart here, what it does is it works those rhomboids and those posterior rotator cuff muscles. And then the next variety we do is you're going to do it behind the head. That's going to work more of that lower trap. A lot of golfers, when they swing, if their arms aren't in sync with their body, it's going to pull that shoulder blade up, and that lower trap is going to get irritated. So if you do this beforehand, it's going to fire that muscle and hopefully keep the shoulder blade pulled down for your golf swing. So you take the band here, and it's going to pull it and pitch down just like this. And once again, you want to do maybe 2 sets of these, but you don't want to take them to fatigue. An exercise we can do is find a post, like a tree on the golf course, or perhaps the post for the on the golf cart. And we're going to do some pull, kind of like a row. So you're going to take here, it's going to pull just like this. And once again, that's the rhomboids, works the lat, posterior rotator cuff. What's nice with this band too is just have it in your golf bag. You just pull on out every time you need to use it. Let's see here. You can also use a little bit lighter band, and we'll show you these. I call them the Y exercises here. You take the band, you can pull it up over the head just like this. That's going to activate that whole shoulder blade and rotator cuff complex. So pull your shoulder blades down. That works the lower trap in the rhomboid, and then when you bring your arm up like this, that works the external rotators of the rotator cuff. Once again, you want to do these not to fatigue, but just so it's nice and warmed up, probably about 2 sets. Good. Another variation of this, if you can't find a post, just take the band and step on it, and pull it up over the head just like this. That's going to warm up posterior rotator cuff and some of this deltoid muscle. You can also pull it up to this level here and just pull apart. So that's kind of a 2-for-1 exercise. So you're working rhomboids as well as really working this deltoid muscle here. So that's a really good way to warm up the shoulders. Now, as far as the stretches we talked about, this here we stretch that posterior rotator cuff. That's fine for increased mobility, and if you want to do that, you want to do it like after your golf round, and you want to hold it for about 2 minutes, because that's what it takes to stretch that. Another variation to use for a stretch, if you want to do increase the range of motion of the shoulder, take the band, wrap it around the post, and you're going to stretch the internal and external rotation of the shoulder. So grab it here, and it's going to Kind of relax, pulling. This is going to it's going to externally rotate that shoulder and stretch it. You want to hold for 2 minutes. Good. And this through here. Just nice work the internal rotation. Hold it for 2 minutes. And that's some stuff you can do to work on the range of motion of your shoulder. So I hope that helps you guys. Visit us at Westside-Medical.com.